Hello friends, this is Priyanka. Today we are going to solve a problem on hydraulic machines. In this video we are going to find out what is the power available at the nozzle as well as hydraulic efficiency for the Pelton wheel. We will refer here the velocity diagram. So first I will read what is the given problem. A Pelton wheel is having a mean bucket diameter of 1 meter and is running at 1000 rpm. The net head on the Pelton wheel is 700 meter. If the side clearance angle is 15 degree and discharge through nozzle is 0.1 meter cube per second, find power available at the nozzle and hydraulic efficiency of the turbine. So this was the given question. Let us first understand the given data and we will draw the velocity diagram. Now if we observe here the mean bucket diameter, or we can also say diameter of the wheel D is given, which is equal to 1 meter. Then the speed of wheel in rpm is given, so we will say capital N is equal to 1000 rpm. So this diameter as well as speed of wheel is shown in the diagram. Now again the head is given, so this is the net head, so we can say it is H is equal to 700 meter. Then the side clearance angle phi is 15 degree and the discharge Q is 0.1 meter cube per second. So this data is given. Now to calculate the hydraulic efficiency, we have to find out what is the whirl velocity at inlet tip and at the outlet tip. That is, we will find out VW1 and VW2. So first, if we understand what is the structure for this Pelton wheel or Pelton turbine, then here is the bucket. So this tip at the middle is called as inlet tip, and here at these two tips are called as outlet tips. So we have to first draw the velocity diagram at the inlet tip and outlet tip. So for that we will first find out what is the jet velocity. So for jet velocity we will consider here as a V1. So for this V1, what is the formula? So V1 is equal to CV under root of 2GH. So CV, that is the coefficient of velocity, and here we will refer here as a 1, and G 9.81 and H, that is the head, is given 700. So when we calculate this, we will get the answer V1 is equal to 117.19 meter per second. So we will plot here the velocity of jet V1. So I will draw here one horizontal line. So at the inlet the direction of this jet is horizontal, so we have to show here horizontal line. So if we observe this diagram given, then with the help of yellow color the direction of jet at inlet and as well as at the outlet tip is also shown. So here now this velocity V1 is also called as, that is the velocity VW1. Now we will find out what is the velocity or speed of the bucket or speed of the wheel. So the speed of the bucket at the inlet tip U1 and speed of the bucket at the outlet tip is U2. So this is also known as the tangential velocity of the wheel, because these buckets are attached to the wheel. So if we observe the diagram, then we will calculate what is the tangential velocity of the wheel, and this tangential velocity at the inlet tip, which is equal to tangential velocity at outlet tip. So we can say that U1 is equal to U2. So how to calculate that? So we will refer here the data given for the wheel. So here tangential velocity of wheel U is equal to, now we will refer here pi dn by 60. So d is the diameter of wheel, n is the speed, that is in the speed of wheel in rpm divided by 60. So when we calculate this, we will get here 52.36 meter per second. So if we observe this tangential velocity of wheel, that is at inlet tip and outlet tip is same. So we will say u is equal to u1 is equal to u2. So we will plot here as a u1. So this u1 is 52. So I will show here. So this is the u1. Now how to calculate the relative velocity? So relative velocity is the difference between this v1 and u1. So this remaining velocity, we will say it is vr1, that is the relative velocity. So in this way, this velocity diagram at the inlet tip is getting completed. Now we will move for the outlet tip. So for the Pelton wheel, relative velocity at inlet which is equal to relative velocity at outlet. So how to show? So relative velocity we have to show in the direction of the z. So when the z strikes at this inlet tip, then what is happening? It glides over this bucket and it is moving in the outward direction through this outlet tip. So in the direction of the z we have to show Vr2. So I will show here. So here Vr1 is equal to Vr2. So I will write here Vr2. So in this way this Vr2 is getting completed. Now if we observe here, we have to find out what is the u1 and u2 and vw2. So here Vr2 and here in the horizontal direction there is the u2 as well as vw2 is there. But before that we have to first observe here the side clearance angle phi is given. So how to plot this side clearance angle? So here I will extend the speed of the bucket, or we can say tangential velocity of wheel. So here I will show with the letter u. Then I will make here an angle. So this angle I will plot, that is the side clearance angle. So how to plot? So this horizontal direction, the speed of the bucket is shown, that is I have extended this horizontal line in the forward direction. Now I have to extend this inclined line in the backward direction. So in this straight way we have to extend here. Now here is the angle, and this angle is known as side clearance angle, that is phi, and which is equal to 15 degree. Now here is the location of u2 and vw2, that is also the horizontal line that I have to show. Now if we observe here, this is also horizontal line, here is also horizontal line, and this is the common line. So here is also angle phi, and that is equal to 15 degree. So if we observe here, what is the value of Vr1? So value of Vr1 is V1 minus U1, and that is equal to 64.83. Now this Vr2 is equal to Vr1. So Vr2 is also equal to 64.83. Now if we observe this diagram, so I will make here one construction line, that is I will make here one vertical line. So here is the vertical line, and up to this line there is the velocity u2 as well as vw2. So from this triangle what we come to know, here is angle phi, that is known, Vr2 is also known. So how to find out here? So if I show this line, so what is the value of this line? Then I will show here. So here is u2 and here is vw2. So now if we observe Vr2 cos of phi is equal to u2 plus vw2. So from this triangle Vr2 cos phi is equal to u2 plus vw2. Now Vr2, that is the known, phi that is also known. So if I put the value, I will get the value of u2 plus vw2. But here u is equal to u1 is equal to u2. So that is value of u2 is 52.36. So when I put this value, I will get the value of vw2. So what is the value of vw2? That is 10.26. So here this is the value of vw2 that is important for the calculation, as well as here value of v1 that is also equal to vw1. So these two values are important for the calculation. So we have to find these values with the help of velocity diagram. So now I will complete the remaining. So here is the velocity of flow, that is vf2, and here I will show here is the point in between u2 and vw2. So from this point again I have to draw here one vector line, and that shows the v2, value of v2. So in this way this velocity triangle is getting completed. Now we will move for the calculations. Now we will move for the first question, that is the power available at the nozzle. So it is also called as the water power. So how to calculate this water power? That is Wp is equal to W into H divided by 1000. So what is this W? That is the weight of water. So how we will define this weight of water? That is rho G into Q. So rho is density of water, G that is 9.81, and what is the Q? So value of Q, how we can define here? That is the volume of water striking these veins per second. So it is also known as the discharge Q. So its value is in meter cube per second. So here Q value is given, that is 0.1 meter cube per second divided by 1000. So when we use this formula, and here is H, so value of H is 700. So when we use this formula, we will get the answer 686.7 kilowatt. Now we will move for the next question, that is the hydraulic efficiency. So what is the formula? 2 in the bracket Vw1 plus Vw2 into U divided by V1 square. So here V1, that is the value of Vw1, and that we have calculated earlier, and value of Vw2 also we have calculated earlier. So if we use here Vw1 and Vw2 value, then U is also getting calculated. So all the values are known. So what is the answer? 0.9718. But efficiency we have to show in percentage, so we have to multiply here with 100, and which is equal to 97.18%.